You're one emergency away from debt. Your car breaks down, medical bill shows up, you need to move on short notice. Any of these could cost $1,000 to $5,000 in a single moment. And if you don't have that money saved, you end up on a credit card, or worse, a loan with interest that takes you years to pay off. Here's the reality. Most people have absolutely nothing saved for emergencies. $0. A recent survey found that 56% of Americans couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency without going into debt. But here's what most people don't realize. You don't need to save a year's worth of expenses. You don't need $10,000. You need $1,000, just $1,000 in a separate account, and you become someone who can handle life's surprises without destroying your finances. And the best part? You can get there faster than you think. By the end of this video, you'll have an exact plan to build that $1,000, even if you're on a tight budget. Now, in this video, you're going to learn the exact method to build $1,000 in emergency savings, starting from zero, even on a low income. We're going to break down the math, show you exactly where this money comes from, and give you a step-by-step action plan you can start with your very next paycheck. The method is simple. Save $5 a day. That's it. Here's why this works better than trying to save a lump sum once a month. When you set aside money once a month, it feels like a big sacrifice. You're giving up $150 all at once. But $5 a day, you barely feel it. $5 is one coffee, one meal deal, one impulse purchase. It's invisible to your life but massive to your emergency fund. Let me show you the math. $5 a day is $35 a week. That's $150 a month. That's $1,800 a year. But we're not thinking about a year. We're thinking about how fast you can hit $1,000. At $5 a day, you hit your $1,000 emergency fund in approximately 7 months. 7 months. That's faster than a school year. Faster than a season of most TV shows people binge. And here's the thing. Once you hit $1,000, you stop. You don't keep saving $5 a day. You keep that $1,000 in the account untouched. It's your safety net, your parachute, your I don't have to panic if something breaks fund. The only time you touch that money is if there's an actual emergency. Not a want, not a this would be nice. An actual emergency. Car repair, medical bill, urgent home repair. Now the question everyone has, where does the $5 come from? If you watch the Why You're Always Broke video, you know the answer already. It comes from your hidden expenses, that daily coffee, the subscriptions you forgot about, the convenience fees, the impulse purchases. These are your $5. You don't need to earn more money. You don't need to find $150 somewhere magical. The $5 is already leaving your account every single day. You're just sending it to companies instead of your emergency fund. The goal is to redirect it. Same $5, different destination. Let me give you some concrete examples of where this $5 could come from. One coffee a day instead of two. That's approximately $5 right there. One streaming service you watch sometimes instead of 3. That's another $5 to $10. Buying lunch instead of packing it one time per week. That's $3 to $5. Or just doing a quick audit of your spending using the method from video 2, finding one unnecessary charge and redirecting it. The point isn't to live like a monk. It's to find $5 that you're currently wasting, money that's leaving your account and giving you no value, and redirect it to your future self instead. I know what some of you are thinking. I'm barely getting by. I don't have $5 a day to save. And I hear that. If you're on a truly tight budget, $5 a day might feel impossible. So here's what you do instead. Start smaller. Save what you can. $1 a day? Start there. $3 a day? Perfect. Whatever is realistic for your current situation, save that. And as your income grows, whether that's a raise, a side gig, cutting an unnecessary expense later, you increase the amount. $5 becomes $10. The timeline accelerates, but the habit stays the same. Something is always better than nothing. $1 a day is better than $0. Here's what you're going to do today, right now. Don't wait until next month or next paycheck. Step 1. Open a separate savings account. Not at the same bank as your checking account if possible. Somewhere that feels slightly inconvenient to access. This is intentional. You want friction between you and that money because you don't want to be tempted to spend it. High-yield savings accounts are perfect for this. They typically give you 4 to 5% interest, which means your money actually grows instead of sitting still. Step 2. Set up an automatic transfer. The day after you get paid, have your bank automatically move your $5 or whatever amount you chose from checking to savings. Don't think about it. Don't decide each day. Let automation do it for you. Out of sight, out of mind. Step 3. Name the account. Emergency fund. Just in case. Something that reminds you every time you see it that this money has a purpose. You can complete all of this in less than 10 minutes. Quick recap. You're one emergency away from debt. Know that most people have zero saved, but you're not going to be most people. Save $5 a day or start with whatever you can if that's not realistic. Redirect money that's already leaving your account. Set it and forget it with automatic transfers. In 7 months, you hit $1,000. That's the difference between handling a crisis and spiraling into credit card debt. That's security. That's peace of mind. Now that you know how to build an emergency fund, the next step is making sure you're not draining your other goals in the process. The 50-30-20 budget from our first video shows you exactly how to allocate your money so you can save for emergencies and still live your life. If you haven't watched that one yet, that's the next video to go to. Start there if you want the full system for managing money like someone who actually gets ahead. Good luck building that fund. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.